Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at workflow automation. Platforms like Zapier, Make, and n8n.
Right. They all sell this idea of drag and drop freedom, that you can save so many hours.
But we got our hands on the actual pricing structures, the user complaints, and we ran a kind of financial stress test.
And what we found is a story that's, well, it's a lot more complicated than just save time. It's really a story of hidden financial traps.
So our mission today is to show you exactly how these platforms are set up to extract recurring revenue.
Yeah, we're going past the pretty flow charts to see how they actually count your usage and how sometimes the free option is actually the most expensive one.
Okay, let's start with the big one, Zapier. They have this simple task-based model. It's something like, what, 20 bucks a month for 750 tasks.
It is. And on the surface, that sounds great. A really low barrier to entry.
So why aren't businesses just loving it?
Because that task count is, frankly, a deceptive marketing device.
How so?
Well, what they don't scream from the rooftops is that every single step in one of your workflows, that counts as a separate task.
So if I have, say, a simple order received workflow.
Exactly. You log the data, that's 1. You check inventory, that's 2. Send a notification, 3. Add it to a spreadsheet, 4. By the time you're done, that one single order has burned through 9 tasks, not 1.
9. Okay, and this is where scale becomes just brutal. We saw a calculation for a business processing just 200 orders a day. That's not 750 tasks a month. It burns through 54,000 tasks.
54,000.
And the annual cost for that one workflow comes out to around 17,000 pounds.
Wow. And that's not some huge enterprise. That's the cost of a mid-level employee just eaten up by one simple automation.
So Zapier gets you on tasks. What about Make? Their plans seem cheaper, like $9 for $10,000 operations. Do they avoid this trap?
They don't, but they have. Let's call it a different flavor of trap. We're calling it the polling drain.
The polling drain, okay.
They might look visually simpler, but they count every single polling check as a paid operation.
What does that mean, a polling check?
It's when the system asks, is there anything new? So if you set a workflow to check your email inbox every 10 minutes, that alone consumes 144 operations a day. You burn over 4,300 operations a month before a single email is processed.
Wait, you're telling me I'm paying the platform just to ask an empty inbox if something happens?
You are. It's like paying a butler just to stand by the mailbox all day. It makes that 10,000 operations number just evaporate.
So that naturally leads us to the free option, right? n8n, open source, you host it yourself, total control.
The promise of total control, yes. And the software license is free. But the infrastructure you need for it to be stable and secure in production, that's anything but.
This is the real question, isn't it? The true cost of control. So you need server hosting, which is maybe $40 to $80 a month to start, but that's not all.
Not even close. You need a Postgres database, SSL certificates, a web application firewall. But the biggest cost, the one that dwarfs everything else, is the labor.
You mean a person?
You need a DevOps engineer,
Right.
someone to handle uptime, vulnerability scanning, encrypted backups. You're looking at a salary of $80,000 to $150,000 a year.
Wow.
Their own documentation basically warns you, if you're not an expert, you risk data loss and major security holes.
So the free solution comes with a hidden bill of $200 to $500 a month minimum before you even think about that engineer's salary.
Right, and if you realize you're caught in one of these traps, the task counts, the polling drain, the labor costs, where's the escape hatch?
And the sources point to what they call the final betrayal, the support hazard. This is critical. As of August 30, 2024, Zapier just eliminated refunds entirely. If you're on an annual plan for, say, $2,000, you're just stuck.
You can't undo an expensive mistake. And with Make, we're hearing that support can take weeks to respond, and when they do, they often just blame the user for bugs in the platform.
The whole system seems designed to hold you captive once you're integrated.
It automates your workflow, sure, but the profit model is based on this deceptive complexity, not on actual efficiency.
So what does this all mean for you listening? If your main goal with automation is to save money, you absolutely cannot rely on the advertised price.
You have to focus on the consumption cost.
Exactly. Model your worst-case usage. And here's the thought for the week. If the automation itself ends up costing more than it saves, what have you really accomplished besides automating your own debt?